Oh. Eh, 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 eh. Asshole.
She's talking about assholes and all kind of stuff.
Mhm. I feel like, oh,
What's up, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Transcending the Culture. We are now on episode 16. So listen, I'm clapping. Like, hopefully y'all are clapping for us. Like, this is really, really, really dope. Man, shit is going good. Like, it's going good. And we owe a lot of this success to you guys. So we really, really appreciate it. So much going on. We actually had a guest scheduled for today, and our guest ran into an emergency. So listen, we got enough in the topics to talk about that. We almost ain't really got time for no guest today. So, you know, everything works out the way that it's supposed to. But we got a whole lot on the agenda today, just as far as the topics. And as you guys know, as we did last week, Kat is going to be running our chat time. She's going to be running the topics and that sort of thing. So I know you guys see Kat down at the bottom. Listen, your boy is getting good with the StreamYard. I'm doing it. Like, I'm trying to learn the part. I created like this little custom layout so that it look a little bit better. We got our logos in the background. That logo up at the top ain't gonna be blocking nobody or sitting on top of nobody's head. So and it always seemed like it got Kat. So I'm like, I'm
every time, like.
But Kat, are you on your phone? You on your phone? We good? Everybody?
Yes.
I'm on my phone, but look, I got stuff going on. I'm trying to adjust. This is crazy.
So yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's a whole lot going on. Kat, I'm gonna let you take this. Because you're the guru at it. You the guru at the topics and the gossip and the rumor mill.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna just jump straight into it. We are talking the fall of Diddy. Can it be true? Is he done? Is Bad Boy going down? Is it over with? We're seeing story after story by the hour on what is going on. We got companies dropping him left and right. So we're just gonna start from the beginning on what actually happened and what the allegations are. So Diddy's ex Cassie had filed a lawsuit against him alleging sexual assault. Let's see, there was abuse, money wise. There were a lot of allegations. And so as things were coming out, he went ahead and settled. So a lot of people are thinking, did he settle, because things were coming out, or did he settle just to, stop whatever destruction he could? So what do you guys think about the initial lawsuit that Cassie had?
First of all, as I really did, he could kiss. We allowed to say what we want to say, right?
For sure.
He could kiss my ass. Let me tell you what. I'm sitting here talking to Congo, right? I'm like, I'm gonna actually get on here and do some digging. So I'm getting my nails done, trying to be beautified for tomorrow and all. And
that's the church girl talking that told them he could kiss
here. I pay my tithes. I pay my dues. Okay, so I think I deserve the right to be a little ghetto churcho. So anyway, I did not know that man was an abuser. Yeah. Okay, so let's start way back to the first girlfriend leading up to Miami. What the hell did they do that was so wrong for him to just constantly put his hands on them girls like that. And then poor Miami, she just ain't no getting out of that.
Yeah, everybody's flooding her page with comments. Everybody's awaiting her to have a response, and she has yet to say anything about the allegations.
She's not going to say anything about the allegations because she's too deep in it. When you are in a relationship like that, it's one or two things that can really happen. You can either fuck around and call the police on them and have them arrested and say just fuck them all, or you could just basically. I think because it's just hitting home for me, but um, it's it's not right. It's just not right. Diddy is not right. I didn't know he was like that. And
first of all, before you go any further, and I just put the disclaimer down at the bottom, like everything that we are
alleged. This is all alleged.
All alleged. Mm-hmm. We just want to make sure that we point that out.
Yeah, it is. It is all alleged, but when you have these females coming at him like this, come on, y'all.
As far as Miami, I personally don't.
Now we have not yet heard from her, so we really don't know.
I purposely don't feel like it's that type of a relationship where
I'm sorry for going ham like that. It just kind of irked my nerves when I saw it on YouTube. I'm sorry.
You finished?
Woo!
You finished, Sunshine?
I'm finished.
So I really don't it's that type of a relationship where it's like deep and she don't want to say nothing because she in too deep or whatever. Like to be honest, I personally think that she's in that relationship for what she can get out of it and what he can do for her and that sort of thing. Just as most people are. Just as Cassie probably was. And again, that's my opinion. And I think that she probably, to start, she probably was in the relationship for what she could get, just like a lot of them are. A lot of them, they kind of realize that, with who they dealing with and the way the industry works and with where they feel like they want to go, a lot of stuff is not going to happen unless they give in. That's not saying that anything is right or, that it was deserved or anything like that. But I just think there's some responsibility on both parts. And I mean, rape and sexual assault and all of that stuff is never okay. But
right.
There's still some type of responsibility on both sides, though. I believe, but you obviously, we're on the outside looking in, so we don't really know, what happened behind closed doors. But it's just interesting because a lot of this stuff, or at least hinting to these things or suggesting to these type of things were out there already anyway. I mean, we could take it, we just could take it back to Jaguar Wright, and how she had been going in video after video after video. Now, of course, she's gone through, the stuff that she has in the industry. So you don't really know where the truth lies and then where she's bending it or if she's bending it because she has her own personal issues that she has been dealing with. And there's a lot of anger in terms of that stuff. So it's like, you kind of don't know you didn't know if it was true or if she was just saying stuff just to try to get back because she felt like they did her dirty. So she gonna do them dirty. And it's just interesting now, like a year later, because it was like a year ago that all these videos and interviews and stuff was coming out with Jaguar Wright. So it's just interesting now that a year later, this stuff is popping out. And then the really interesting thing is that the minute that she came out with it, all these people started backing her and saying, oh yeah, this is true. And that's true. And this is true. And this is true. And it even got down to them saying that, they held Wale over the balcony or whatever. You see, he made it was like that shit.
He said that wasn't me. Try somebody else.
Yeah. By far he did. Wrong person.
The wrong person.
So do y'all think that know what
that one person coming out with allegations just left the door open for everybody?
Yeah, you don't know. You kind of still don't really know what's true and what's not true because you get a lot of copycats and you get a lot of people that try to jump in and try to claim something that they want to claim. Right. But a lot of that stuff has kind of been out there and been insinuated and all of that stuff over the years. So it's not that far-fetched, or it's not that it can't, it's unbelievable or anything like that, but it's really a shame. And then obviously, as quick as he settled it, in one respect, you could say that's not necessarily saying that he guilty. Like, he's just trying to stop it before stop the train before it go too far, or before it get too deep, or whatever. But I think that there is some truth to, in my personal opinion, I think that is some truth, or it's a lot of truth to a lot of the stuff. And maybe not all of it is true, but I think that there is a lot of truth to it. And I mean, you see that, like you said, a lot of brands like Macy's that Macy's has taken this, this clothing line out of the stores.
Yes, Sean John is no longer going to be available in Macy's stores. And then so he already was in a lawsuit with his liquor brand. I think is Diageo.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I love their De Leon tequila. Oh my God, I love their tequila. And I'm like, dang, I got another thing I gotta, stop supporting. So he was already in a lawsuit with them. And so this just strengthened their case. They already basically made their case and said, hey, he has a tarnished reputation. So I'm interested to see where that lawsuit is going to go, because they've been going through litigation for a while. So it just seems like he's losing everything. And, this is not the first woman or person or even artist that has said these things about Diddy.
Yeah,
we got the Didddy Combs girls coming out. We got Day 26. We got all these different people. The Diddy Dirty Money girl. And just all these different people coming out and basically corroborating. And I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's some kind of rumble, it's something. Now, this is all alleged, but in my opinion, I feel like there's something going on with Diddy. I
think it's definitely something deeper there. And I think that this train ain't stopping no time soon. It's going to keep going. Absolutely. What a mess.
What
Denise,
a mess.
Denise
what a
Price.
mess, Denise. You are right.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for
it's
watching.
It's a big mess.
It's a big mess. And I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. This at this point, people are coming out, and I mean, that's just like the new lawsuit is out there now that came out today between Puffy and, I always call him Puffy, but Puffy and, Harv Pierre. And Harv Pierre,
yes.
It sucks with Harv Pierre, I think, because like I really followed him. Like I really, really was following him, because like coming out of high school, like I wanted to be an A&R rep. So like I really like looked at the stuff that he was doing and all of that kind of stuff. So like when they said it, I'm like, I immediately knew who it was. But he was a big part of making the band. So anybody that wants to,
okay.
And I used to watch Making a Band.
With him.
I mean, he's been with Bad Boy since the very beginning. I mean, him and Diddy went to Howard together. So
I wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
Wow.
It sucks. It sucks. It sucks.
It's real sad. And his daughters are now, they're becoming social media stars on their own. They have a TikTok. They were recently
the two are doing like a beauty thing with Galore, or
the Comb twins. So they're doing the beauty thing. They are doing they just walked in the fashion show for the fall fashions, and then they were doing a video with Kimora Lee's son. And it's just sad because they had to turn their comments off on their recent videos because they're getting bombarded with comments. So do you feel like the kids are off limits, or
I think kids are absolutely off limits. I absolutely think that kids are off limits. And I mean, you've seen stuff like in reference to that, like with the reality shows, and, people attacking the kids. I think kids are off limits, like period, because regardless of them, being involved, by association or whatever, or because that's their parents or whatever, like the kids don't have nothing to do with that, and they didn't ask to be in it. So I think that they're off.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to tarnish their stardom? Like,
I think. I think it depends on how. I think it depends on how things are handled with them. It can, but it definitely can. But I mean, I think the best thing for them, like especially the girls, and then Albie Shore's son, and the other boys, Diddy Jr. or Sean Combs Jr. or
Yeah.
I think for all of them, like if they have their own brands and they're doing their own thing, like to me, I think the best thing for them to do is kind of keep moving, like keep moving, keep working, and keep moving, keep working, and try to, because otherwise, I think it'll definitely damage and tarnish.
He definitely has to have some anger issues. You're right, Denise, about that, because most of the abusers, they have a pattern of abuse. And what I think is, like Tiff was saying, what about Miami? People can know different versions of people. People can be in relationships with different versions of people. Somebody could swear somebody's the nicest person. They could, never would hurt a fly, and they could be beating on somebody behind closed doors. You don't never know. And these men, and I mean anybody, they pick and choose their victims carefully. They pick and choose who they can pull things off with. And the thing about Cassie is, when Cassie got with Diddy, Cassie was 19. She was fresh in the industry. She was working with Ryan Leslie, and she was new. She didn't have anything, so she trusted this older man with her money, with her career, everything. And so she felt like, she gotta it was kind of coercion of, you got to do what I say, or all this is going to be gone. And Young Miami is already established, already got her money, already strong-willed, strong-headed. So I feel like maybe he treats her a different way. I don't think she goes through what a lot of the other women went through just because of the type of person and type of relationship they have. I think their relationship is more of a fun time relationship, like fun.
And I think that makes a big difference, as opposed, whether it's somebody who's newly established and they don't have management, or they don't have anybody really looking out for them, and they don't know the business or the industry, because the reality is a lot of people come into this business uneducated, and they don't know the business. They don't know the splits, and they don't know where they're supposed to get money from and when they're supposed to get money, and that sort of thing. So maybe he's targeting those, as opposed to, like you said, the young Miamis who kind of know it already, or like the Nicki Minaj's, because he managed Nicki Minaj for a few months, and I mean she quickly got up out of there.
Yeah. She was out. She was smart. So Tiff, what you got to say about this?
I mean, you just never know a person, because I actually love Diddy. I mean, ever since Bad Boy came about, and you had Biggie Smalls on there, you had
the Junior Mafia,
all of them, Junior Mafia, Mace, all of them. And I followed Diddy, but never knew that what I saw would have came to all of this. Like, you had the baddest of the baddest female. Make it make sense.
Too is that, like, Cassie was signed directly to him. She was signed directly to Bad Boy.
Directly.
Versus,
everything was handled.
Versus Lil Kim was signed to Atlantic. And
okay, well, we knew that, but as far as Cassie goes, is it was in and out. It was almost like all her money was coming from him. And it just couldn't have been helped. But I mean, how far is too far when your life is in jeopardy? Every time you turn around, like I don't know why he used to put his hands on her. We don't know why he used to put his hands on her. Maybe it's maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a time where they was around a lot of people, and I'm not trying to make up no excuses or anything, because right is right and wrong is wrong. But I mean, all of them though. I'm just really trying, and you put your line in jeopardy. And what I mean by line, you put Ciroc, you put all your brands that you came out with, like you said, Sean John.
A lot of people feel like they invincible, and I think, and he's been in this for so long, and he's probably been doing it for so long, and nobody said nothing, and he's been in a position, where he can kind of put fear in these people, and they not say anything. I mean, because if you really look at it, I mean, look at all of the people who are coming out and, corroborating her story. but they ain't say nothing. Like people look.
They're
dead at
scared. They're scared, honestly. And the thing is, wouldn't you be scared? Kid Cudi alleged that he threatened him when he was dating Cassie and said, "I'm gonna blow your car up." And not a week later, his car blew up. His car blew up in his driveway.
Cause
So
he wanted them to, but here's the thing about that. He wanted her to be with them, to be in the house when it blew up.
So it's just like, I think that it's a very dangerous
I wanted
situation.
you there. It's super. Look here.
It's crazy. So
everything ain't fame and fortune, honey.
Yeah, that's one thing they say. It comes at a cost. So let's talk about some of the allegations that she alleged and that other people have corroborated. So we have Azalea Banks coming out and saying that one time Diddy beat Cassie so bad that he didn't want anyone to see her, and so he sent her on a 3-week vacation. So her face could heal. And so I have some of those pictures of her on her vacation with her face messed up, which matches the same timeline. So that's something that's kind of corroborated and almost proven, to say that this is something that happened. They also have a story coming out that he made her get her got breast implants. And he didn't like the outcome of them, so he had them taken out and redone a week later, when normally you're supposed to wait 6 months to a year between any kind of surgeries.
A year for your breast.
I mean, obviously he wanted that to be done, but did they actually do that? Because they did it.
The doctor said he was pressured. The doctor alleged, and this is all alleged by the doctor, not by Diddy or anyone else, but the doctor said he felt pressure from Diddy. He said Cassie didn't speak not once in the appointment. Diddy told him what he wanted, and then he said a day or two after the appointment, which breast implants and plastic surgery, that stuff has to settle. You don't really know your result until you could look totally different a year, 2 years. And so he's telling him, you should wait. Let's see what it looks like. Diddy said, I don't like them. Take them out and replace them. They said within a week she was in there, and they said she was trembling. She was shaking. She was already in pain. He made her go through that again for his desired result. So
are you
as somebody
that's
right
now?
Different surgeries and things, I know Tiff have went through different surgeries and things. I couldn't imagine getting something done in a week later. They don't.
When you having plastic surgery like that, and the thing about that is it takes a good 8 weeks for you to heal. I don't care if it's a little small procedure or what. And the fact that he even made her go through that, I'm very surprised she didn't create blood clots or went into shock behind that. Life. Yes.
We got people like Miss Jackie O, who was the baby mother to DC Young Fly, the comedian, and she died after her plastic surgery. And there was no complications or anything during her surgery. So it's very dangerous to undergo surgery that quick. So that doctor, even though he's alleging all this stuff about Diddy, he should really be looking at his medical license being revoked, because that's just a danger to the patient.
Right.
So we had some other allegations with him. We had Albie Shore coming out and saying that he had something to do with Kim Porter's death, who is both of their child's mother, who died a few years ago under mysterious circumstances. So they're saying everybody in Bad Boy is dead or they're destitute. So, did he have all this money? And I think it's real interesting that this all happened after he got his Lifetime Achievement Awards from BET and MTV last year. And last year and this year, he got those, the Vanguard, the Icon Award and things. So, do y'all think that those things should be stripped from him, or what do y'all think should happen from here? Because we still don't have definitive proof.
Right. I mean, it's kind of a sticky question. It's kind of to me, it's kind of a sticky question. I mean, they gave they gave it to him based on I'm thinking like they gave it to him based on the things that he did. So, and that was a year ago. Like, I wouldn't go back and take those back. I wouldn't go back in. I mean, because what is that really gonna do or say? I mean,
Right.
I don't see a point in them necessarily going and taking it back. I mean, hell, that's just like when Will Smith got the Oscar after he slapped the shit out of Chris.
Yeah, I don't think they should have took stripped him of his
And I don't
Oscars.
think they
That
should have
had nothing to do with conduct at the award show. That is something that
Now, I can see them
heard.
saying, okay, don't come to the Oscars for 10 years.
Period.
But I wouldn't have took the Oscar back though.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't go back
Right.
and take his awards back, but
So do you think these brands are right in stripping him from their companies and not working with him just based off allegations? Because once again, there are no charges.
No.
That I do see as an issue because, I mean, just being fair, I just think that until, like, nothing's going, I mean, obviously it's not going to go to court now because he settled it. But I was going to say until it goes to court, but obviously it's not going to go to court now because he settled it. Also, it's not like it was, it's not like he was facing jail time or anything like that. I don't really know. It's like part of me wants to say that they should not have, that they shouldn't have, stopped working with him or taking his clothing line out of Macy's. But then part of me is like, yeah, maybe they should. I don't know. I mean, what y'all think?
We got Denise saying that she's worried about Young Miami. What you think about that, Tiff?
See, I'm sorry to say it's a wrap with her because she's in too deep. You already see that he's showering her with gifts after gifts after gifts. That's her main income.
But I think that's why she's winning because of the gifts and everything. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think she has a chance without now.
Their album only sold. The City Girls album that came out this month only sold about 8,000 copies the first week. 8,000.
That's it.
Not the hundreds of thousands. No, it didn't even go gold.
See what I'm saying? And here's the thing about that. So look, you saying that.
And that's before 8,000. The lawsuit. That was before the lawsuit. That was on her own.
8,000. Oh Lord. It's like this. That's her only income. That is her only income. He got control of her now. And we don't see it. We're not going to see him abuse her. We're not probably going to know about it. All we're going to see is them on the red carpet, possibly all beautified, if so. But as I was reading up, I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of over with her because just like Cassie, she's 19 years old, young, don't know nothing about life, and it's her whole life was abused. Abused and misused mentally, physically, and emotionally. Will she ever have that type of life again? We don't know. Will she ever be able to make music again and be sane about it? We don't know. We just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That is sad. I even hate that this is even going on. I'm trying to figure out who set out another lawsuit against him.
It is a Jane Doe. So it's a person that's going to remain anonymous throughout the proceedings.
Yeah. And
we may never know.
I just don't see anything happening to Young Miami. Like, I don't see it really.
I have that feeling too. I have that feeling. I just feel like they have a different type of relationship. I feel like he picked Cassie and Kim and different people that were really under his control. I feel like Young Miami definitely benefits from him a lot. But do I feel like if he was to drop her, would she be as destitute as a Cassie that everything was signed to him? Young Miami has some things on her own going. She has her podcast, her show, Carisha Please. So she does that. She does the City Girl. She has a lot of different brand endorsements and things. So I just feel like he kind of pick and choose. I don't think they have that type of relationship. Yeah. That's just me. In my observations, but like you said, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and she's definitely been silent. She had got into it with one of his ex-girlfriends, and she alluded to, she was saying get off my pussy, and if I wanted you to eat it, Diddy would have made it happen.
What? Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. He would have made it happen. Wait a minute. Time's out. Mm-hmm. He controlled the. Shut up.
Yeah, he had a girlfriend. I believe her name was Gia.
How you gonna tell you, Mama?
The Asian girlfriend that he recently had, that kind of was in between the timeline of him in Miami. Her and Miami went back and forth, and she told her, get off my thing, because if I wanted you to do it, Diddy would have made it happen. So that make us think, like, are those sexual allegations? Because let's get into what Cassie said Diddy had her doing. Cassie said Diddy had her participating in threesomes where he would hire male sex workers to come and have sex with her while he watched and participated.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go cut my pies off. I gotta go cut my pies off.
Listen, we gonna be like this. So yeah. What kind of pies you making, Tiff?
Can't burn the pies. Can't burn the pies. My sweet potatoes. Alexa, stop. I'm sorry. I was like, oh well.
I swear to God, mama stuff. Where Kim really be walking around.
Y'all want to see my pies? Y'all want to see them? I don't know how you do this.
Let's see. I'm hungry. Let's see.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. I don't think you could turn the camera around.
You're just gonna have to flip it real quick.
Okay.
Flip it around.
Here come my pie. Y'all see them pies?
Oh, yum. That looks good.
And then here's my apple pie.
So those for Cousin Dave tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Well, 2 of them is for him. 1 is for my mom. She doesn't know it. If she's on now, she know it. And then an extra one. The extra one. So yes, child, Miss Tiff do bake, so
yes, definitely. You not making no cakes?
Oh no, I wasn't feeling it. But maybe one for Christmas, so because your mom.
I was about to say, I heard my mom called you up for a recipe.
Yes, she did, child. She said, I got a question. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So she asked me, Mama Cat, that's my baby. She asked me what was the difference between
girl, she had me in the store yesterday buying dozens of eggs because she like, I gotta do all these pies. I gotta make these cakes. I gotta go home. And I was like, well, I get them because I want to eat them. So I get the eggs, okay?
Yeah, so that's my girl though.
Yeah, don't y'all forget to send me the address because I'm gonna come by.
And you gonna come, cousin? He is so excited that James is coming. He was like, man, yeah, definitely. He is so excited.
Yes.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't forget to bring some dollars with you because we're going to be playing this game called Right, Left, Center. And so bring your dollars.
Jazz, I thought she was going to say something else. I ain't know what the. I didn't know what she said.
You are nasty.
Girl, you know my mind. I'm thinking.
Listen, with the life
like,
we be living.
We got some entertainment coming. I got entertainment or something. Shoot.
Listen, with the life we be living, I'm like, you never know.
I'm like, why y'all ain't hire me?
Wow! You is crazy, Joseph! No, you did. Hey. No. Hey y'all, but this is the cousins right here. This is what we do. We have fun. This is what we do. So hey, ain't no judging over here. None of that. We have fun. I look forward to this. You guys do not understand how I look forward to my cousins every Wednesday. It's like we talk to each other all the time and we keep each other uplifted. When I sit here and tell you, so I love them because I have been going through the freaking absolutely most. And I finally found out what's wrong with me. And I am so happy because it's just Woo, it's okay to not be okay. I wish you guys, and I hate that we had to get off the subject a bit. So I'm gonna let you go back to doing the Sean Puffy Jones, whatever the fuck you want to call it stuff. And then I want to elaborate on the play. I want to elaborate on Puffy called on. He don't even know what the name itself.
No, listen. We gonna get Tiffany together with these names.
That is so funny. What you call them, girl? Said Johnson, Sean.
I said John, Sean, Puffy, Diddy Combs, whatever the hell. I'm kind of worried about his son, though.
Which one? Baby. The one that got the DUI?
Wait a minute. What now?
Oh, so we got some more. We got some more tea. Last year, one of his sons caught a DUI while he was out a night out drinking with Diddy. Now, his baby mom, the son's mom, alleges that Diddy was driving the car and pressured the son to take the charges. That's what the mom said.
What?
Y'all ain't hear that from me, but
hell no.
The last year the mom was alleging Diddy is so toxic. He has everybody fooled, and it's so funny that all this stuff is just took like one by one of these people coming out, because she was saying that he was ruining his son's life by making him take a DUI charge.
Yeah, I say when it rains, it pours, and
that is nice.
Now that the floodgates are open, it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep coming, and stuff gonna keep coming up. I mean, you figure it's like 30 years of time that he's probably been doing a lot of this stuff, and it's been
$30 million. $30 million.
So.
We're gonna be, keeping our eye on this story. We're gonna be talking about it some more as it, just progresses. So we're definitely gonna be looking out for Diddy, and definitely, our thoughts go out to all the victims and all the people, that he's hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like if I would be worried about anybody at this point, I'm worried about Cassie now. Like, what about Cassie? I don't
think we got to be worried about her, because we know who the main suspect will be.
Yeah. If anything,
that really don't mean nothing.
That don't stop him from doing nothing, though. Just because you know who the main suspect is, that don't stop him.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, I was gonna say that. I'll tell you what, that man still got money, and he can pay anybody to do whatever he wants. Right. He will be the main suspect, but he might not have did it.
Yeah, I think that's who I would be worried for. Like, I wouldn't be worried about Carisha, Young Miami, or whatever y'all want to call it today. I wouldn't be worried about it. I think my concern would be for Cassie, because like, what's gonna happen to her now that she got all this money? And
so what do y'all think is going to happen to her marriage? She married someone else, Alex Fine. He was a model, not very rich. So they're about to have this influx of money, as well as everybody knowing that she, was doing these things. She was having sex with these male prostitutes and, in these hotel rooms.
By force.
So, yeah. So what do you guys think? You think they're going to divorce?
I guess it
By
depends.
force.
That's going to depend on how honest she was when she got with him. Like, you never know.
You're right.
It could have been a situation where she got in a relationship, he knew about everything, and she just coming out with it now.
I think there's a difference between knowing about something and then everybody else knowing about that too. So, with Thanksgiving coming up, how awkward is it going to be her sitting around her in-law table? I know if she was at my table Thanksgiving, I'd be looking at her like, and most importantly, get the check clear. Get the check clear. Is you? Am I on the top of your Christmas list, Cassie? Please.
Wait a minute. Because I was put in that position one time at Christmas. One of our family members go tell me, Tiffany, why don't you go downstairs in the basement and see what's going on? I'm looking clueless, like, what the hell is y'all talking about? I go in the basement. I'm like, okay, what's really going on? I'm sitting just like this.
Oh yeah,
And I could hold my liquor at the time too. So hell no.
Dang.
You are absolutely man, listen, you are absolutely correct about that because I would be sitting at the table like I need to go smoke. You don't want to miss nothing.
I can't do nothing. Like I wouldn't be.
I'm definitely.
I wouldn't know how to act. No, it's awkward. I got anxiety. I'd be shit. I'd be looking out. I'd be like, "Hey, go start my car up for me." Because I know your dude be blowing up cars. I can't risk it.
You is the most goofiest shit. You is so stupid.
I don't know, man.
You was dumb as hell. You was so stupid for that one. You was like, man, I'm gonna sit here and be like this.
So, you're right. I would.
Oh shit!
Like, why the hell are you looking at me? Eat your food, girl. I would be. She'd be trying to fight me because I would be so like, I can't. Nah, I'm too nosy. I can't not, watch a train wreck. So I don't know. So for me, I feel like the pressures of their relationship, I feel like it's as a man, when someone, not to say, I'm not a slut shamer because everybody got their past. Everybody done been a hoe. Everybody done been a saint. Everybody done been a sinner. So, I don't judge when it comes to past relationships, but a lot of men do. So how would you feel, as a Caucasian marrying a woman that she was specifically dating? She said that Diddy had her searching big black penises.
Y'all know we gonna keep it gangster.
That's what she said. That's what he was searching. Pulling up these dudes, and she said these dudes was pulling up the Mandingo, and she was scared. Like, what's up with that?
And he made her do it. That's what was going around, is that he made her, like you said, was having the threesomes and all that, and he made her do it. My thing is, I can't. I'm trying to find the words. Did he make her? Did he like? He didn't put a gun to her head, of course, but she probably was just like figuring, I gotta do it, or he's going to hit me or whatever, or he's gonna. I can't see him dropping her from the label but I can't even see him not even wanting her because he had so many other artists, on his label. So I'm just really trying to figure out what was the motive here. Like I said, everybody got an agenda. Women or men, they have an agenda, to do what they want to do. So if it can.
How willing was she? How willing?
Was she?
What part? When did it cross over from willing to abuse? So it's just like the
exactly.
line. And I will say, with sex and with being adventurous in a bedroom, that's a fine line. Between somebody, especially somebody so young. That's why they say, you shouldn't really be messing with someone so much younger than you because you have a power over them already. It's like an age dynamic. So, I feel like off rip, she was already more easier to, manipulate.
Persuade,
into things. So,
because she was younger. Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, if you and listen here, hey, look, if you and your dude is in shit like that, hey, by all means, whatever, go float your boat. Hey, what? Float your boat. But if it comes down, hey, if it comes down to, I can't.
Little trio,
If it comes down to the fact that, all right, BITCA, you gonna do this and this is what it's gonna be, or I'm gonna just, fuck you up or whatever, then that's a different story. But We don't know. It's just an alleged. Everything is freaking alleged. I wish we was that fly on the wall to see everything, man.
I said,
Right,
if I could be
see,
a
that's
fly
the
on
thing
that
that
wall. Oh no, I was just saying if I could be a fly on that wall, I'd be a fly on their wall and in that elevator with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange. That's what I want to know what happened.
I know.
Well, I think that's the thing that
the bumblebee too, honey.
That's the thing that I said is I would like to hear from some of the like the quote unquote flies on the wall, like the people that came to the label and they only made it one album through and they didn't have any more albums. You know that some of those had to be because they wouldn't listen or they wouldn't behave or they wouldn't pay attention. I mean, if you think of like the Sherry Dennises, like who's from here.
I love Sherry Dennis. That was
right,
my
and
girl.
she's from here. And
that was my girl, yes. But she but a lot of artists, Diddy used them up and dropped them immediately. He had a lot of people that had one album, one single, and things like that.
Yeah.
He's very like easy to throw people away. So maybe she had the fear that she would end up being one of those people that, you know, we don't even really know what they're doing anymore because he just dropped them. You know, Young Jock came out and said that, you know, because he was signed to Diddy, and he said that he was out with Diddy and Cassie one night. And Diddy saw a lady with half her head shaved off. Yeah. And he came up to Cassie and said, tomorrow I want you to shave half your head off.
What?
And Young Jock was like, no, she got waist long hair. Why would she do that? And he looked at Cassie and was like, you gonna do that? And she was like, you know, whatever Diddy want, Diddy get. And he said the next day she sent him a picture, half her hair shaved off.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just stories upon stories coming out. It's stuff coming. I mean, it was stuff coming out 20 minutes before we logged on, James. Like it was just more and more and more stories.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up.
Talk about it some more. We're gonna you know, keep our eye on it, and that's just gonna be one of the stories we update everybody on. So I kind of wanted to move on to another topic. We gonna, you know, this gonna be a short show today because we got some cooking to do. Ain't that right, too?
I'm done. What the hell you talking about? My shit. I said.
So it's just me.
I said 3. I said 2 pies. I said 2 pies. 'Cause 2 pies. That's it. I'm good. Because I usually do like a side. I usually do a side.
Girl, I'm over here making greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb,
ham, rabbit. You name it.
Yeah, no,
you name it.
Yeah, I'm making ham, turkey, greens, sweet potatoes, and some little macadamia nut white chocolate cookies. So that's what I'm doing. So, and I ain't started on nothing. So I'm gonna be up.
Well, wait, let me ask you a question. So what Carla cooking?
Whole dinner at her house. She making I think chicken, ham, greens, and sweet potatoes and mac. Oh yeah, I'm making my famous.
I need to be over it. Look, I'm gonna call her and be like, hey, look here.
Carla cooks at her house. Carla cook at her house. I cook at my house, and then like my mom and dad go back and forth, and then like I'm probably gonna. That's
what your mom said. She said, "Girl, I go back and forth. I don't do all that."
Yeah, she don't.
Well, if you coming to cousin Dave's house tomorrow, then I'm gonna need you to slide me a plate.
I'm gonna slide.
Please slide me a plate too.
Yeah, I could bring y'all some food because it's gonna be plenty leftovers. My nephew was supposed to come and he missed 2 flights.
Oh,
2 flights. So shout out to
how you missed the 2 flights?
Girl, he 19 and think he know every fucking thing.
Oh, pumpkin.
Katia's son, Lee Sean Hine. It was his birthday this week, actually. So happy birthday to my nephew, and I'm
happy birthday, Lee Sean.
I was making all your favorites, so
not the 2 flights. Who misses 2 flights? Let me shut up because I'll probably be one of them goofy asses and miss 2 flights.
You know these teenagers. He's freshman. He turned 19 last year. He graduated high school this year. You know these teenagers. They think they know everything. You know he thinking I got this amount of time. I don't need to be there 2, 3, 4, 5 hours early. I could just get there at the time, and they gonna let me on the plane. The crazy thing is his luggage at my house. The luggage made it. How the heck your suitcase? I got your suitcase, but I ain't got you.
Wow.
So
is he
yeah,
coming
so
or he
yeah,
not
just
coming now?
I was just saying, shout out to my little nephew, because we both Scorpios. The Scorpio season is over, so it's Sagittarius season now. So
Oh,
is he coming
pumpkin.
or he not coming?
he's not coming at all. He's done. He's done. He 2 flights and 5 Ubers in. You're done, my guy. Go home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next thing I wanted to talk about is Megan Thee Stallion. So Meg the Stallion came out with a song called Cobra. And
Okay.
in the song, she talked about her depression. She talked about her anxiety, especially since the trial. She talked about, the song is really about, snakes in your life. And it's about shedding your skin and becoming somebody new. So she was talking about that. She talked about both of her parents' death. And then, so the biggest thing that she talked about is she alleged that her ex-boyfriend, Partisan Fontaine, cheated on her by receiving fellatio in her bedroom, in the house they stayed in the bed. She came home and he was in there getting some head. Okay.
Woo!
So yeah. So that is what she said. So she was coming out with this song, kind of, starting over, shedding her skin and telling her truth. And so he took offense to her telling that. And so he came out with a song and he basically said, you think her body's so good, but and she posted all these gym pictures, but she really got lipo. She got surgery.
Who cares?
So he just outed her for recently getting surgery. So now all these people are, she's a liar.
But you can kind of look at her and know that she did something.
When she came out, and the thing is, as somebody who dibbles and dabbles in a little nip and a little tuck, I know that when somebody they disappear and then they come back just bam, bam, curves, sucked in. It's something that they didn't, something didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I for sure, I shut down my Facebook when I went through my little metamorphosis. I lost my weight. And I felt like I was in my
You
cocoon.
did.
I just think that go ahead. I'll let you finish.
It's what y'all think about it. I think it is a cornball move.
I think it's a cornball move. I think it's a cornball move. I think it's pointless. Like, who cares? Like, everybody under the goddamn sun is doing plastic surgery and doing this and nip tuck and
it's just like, what did you gain from that? Like, and it's like a way to beat somebody when they down. Like, I'm gonna make a song about me going through depression and my parents dying and you cheating on me. You gonna say, oh well, you got surgery, haha. Like,
I just think it was pointless to even say it. I mean, to me, I equated, to people even harassing for being gay. Like, who cares? Like,
yeah.
I just think it was a waste of time, and he was clueless and couldn't figure out nothing else to say. So he tried to say that and felt like that was gonna really do something to her. But shit, half the people that listen to her that had surgery and abdominoplasties and all kind of shit. So like, who cares? Okay. Like, I just think he a clown and he ain't had nothing else to say. So that's the first thing that came to mind.
Tiff, what you think? You think it was okay for him to out her having surgery without her saying that?
I don't think that it was. I mean, that's just the same way as like, even with okay, obviously this hasn't been proven or anything, but even with like the Will Smith stuff and how they said that him and Dwayne Martin or whatever, I'm just like, even if it was true, what made it okay for this guy to say anything? Like, what made it okay for him and out him like that? Like, if that's what he do, that's what he do. Like, who cares? If it's shit, who cares?
That's her business. Everybody in this world is basically having plastic surgery, especially when you're having the weight loss surgery. You gotta have plastic surgery.
You gotta have plastics.
If your man don't approve of, because you got men out there that like big girls, you got men out there that prefer big women, and you got men out there that prefer smaller women. Now, when it gets down to tummy tucks and the breasts, being lifted, what happened?
She was doing real good.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not gone, y'all. Difficulties here. Sorry, I was just making sure my phone was charging, girl.
But no, Megan Thee Stallion, she cold, just like all the rest of them. She cold. That girl want a bigger ass or whatever, and then hey, fine, so be it. I mean, I wouldn't go through that extent. I got a lot of going on here. Hey, the wings get to flying. I don't care. Yeah, that's me. But he shouldn't have never. He should have never ousted her out like that.
I think that for whoever's in that space or in that situation, and they feel like they want to have some kind of procedure done or whatever, like that's for them to deal with. Like
absolutely,
that's not for me to jump in and have a problem with them doing it or throw it up in their face or try to out them as some other, like, to me that's just stupid. And I just don't even think that it really holds that much weight anymore in this day and age that you can really out somebody for it. Because when you say that somebody did it, most people are gonna be like, okay, so what?
So the song is new. Her song is new.
Yeah, it's new. It's her newest single. It's called Cobra. It has a video to it. It's been acclaimed as a really good song, as an honest song. I'm not sure how well it charted, but it brought a lot of attention back to her career. And the thing is, everything she's doing is out of pocket right now. She's unsigned. She's going through that case with I think it's 5150. Carl Crawford is the person who owns it, the baseball player, ex-baseball player, Carl Crawford.
Or is it still going on?
What?
They just settled it. They just settled it. So they all walking away with what they walking away with. But she's not signed to anyone, so she's independent. So everything she's doing is out of her pocket.
Oh wow, that's great.
And the thing is good because you get all the profits and you get control.
Right.
It's bad because you don't have that payola and the promotions and things and the deals that the big companies are able to put you in. So we're going to be looking at what she's doing.
Get a lot of those deals. She can still get a lot of those deals. The thing is, she got to do the work now. And
she got to do the work.
With that because at this. Kind of been rolling like she was independent for a long time. Ain't nobody really been funding her, so she's been doing her own thing, and she been doing a pretty good job. So
yeah, I think so too.
Some people can jump in. Some people can jump in and take the reins with their career and be independent, and be organized enough to be able to get things going and keep things moving in the direction that they should. Some people don't have the ethic behind them and the work ethic behind them to really do it. But you have some people who really can handle that thing and they can really run their careers and be independent. And being independent is a beautiful thing if you can really get out there and do the work that's necessary. It really is a beautiful thing.
Right.
Pretty much all you.
Yeah, so we're going to be monitoring once again when our stories. We're going to be watching. I love Meg Thee Stallion as a tall stallion myself. I'm always going to support a tall girl. So I'm here for Meg. I'm really sorry for what she's been through. I think it only make her stronger because when she first started in the industry, I was kind of concerned because I'm like, dang, that girl be with everybody. She be hanging out with this person, drinking with this person. And you up in the Kardashians' house, like, honey, you're doing too much. So I feel like, she kind of saw and she's seeing, who's really here for her and who's not. She got into it with her ex-best friend, her label, everybody was against her,
Well, I think the situation with Tory Lanez, really, really caused her to step back and really, pay attention to, who really has her best interest and who doesn't. And I know that, the three of us, like, we really have talked a lot over the past couple of weeks just about, being more mindful and intentional about, who we're around and who we have in our circles and making sure that we're weeding out the people who don't really have our best interests at heart. So I think the situation with her and Tory Lanez, really caused her to sit back and take a look.
Right.
And, I think she's done a lot of things for the better. I mean, she definitely is very strong. So, I think that she's doing a great job. I actually like Cobra. And I don't listen to lot. I'll be honest. I have not listened to a lot of her music, to be honest, since the first album. And it's not anything against her. I just don't necessarily get into that kind of music. So,
right, different strokes for different folks. You know, that's my thing.
I just,
I be
certain songs like
because see,
when she was with Cardi B, you know, when she did the tracks with Cardi B, I was digging it. When she was with Beyonce, I was digging it. And I'm digging Cobra. So I mean, I think that she is an amazing artist. She's definitely very strong, and I think she has the work ethic, and I think that she can really pull it off. You know, being independent. I don't think that she necessarily needs, you know, the majors and whatnot. And I think that she can get whatever big deals that she had going for her before. I think she can get all of that same stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the one that I don't listen to rap like that much at all, because sometimes too much of it can get on my nerves. But usually when I go work out, I definitely put on my inspirational music, which is, you know, the rap. I actually just started getting into like the male rappers a lot often. But, you know, the holiday season is here, so I'm into my classical. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yeah, I'm into that.
Well, at least one person is. Okay.
I love Christmas music, but I have to wait till December. I'm one of them people, like, I gotta have Thanksgiving, be done eating my Thanksgiving food, and then I'm ready for Christmas. Like, I cannot.
I got the Christmas lights up.
I kept hearing Christmas songs. I'm like, not yet.
I did Christmas music, but I like more, I guess, of the new age Christmas music. I like when the artists.
I can't do. Let me tell you something. I damn near cussed Cameron out so bad last year because here he coming down the steps talking about something. Jingle bell rock. I said, shut that shit off and get a. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I've been so brought up on the classical, you know, the classical Christmas music. I just can't do that. The new age Christmas music anymore. That's just like go for the church music. I'm trying to deal with the new age gospel music. I really am. But like the rap and everything, I'm very old school with the rap. And you know, the new school I'm trying to get used to. I'm really, really trying to get used to it. Some of them I do like. Some of them I'll just be like, okay, now I got to turn back. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can get into some of it. You know, a lot of artists like Brandy. Brandy has a new Christmas.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Brandy has a new Christmas album out. I always did like Destiny's Child Christmas album.
I did too.
Doesn't it feel like Christmas?
See, there's
that's the song I like.
Like when artists of today can kind of put their own spin on the Christmas songs and whatnot. I don't necessarily get into like the old traditional.
Yeah.
Oh
much.
no! See,
even with gospel music,
I'm a choir girl. Get into... I'm one of them people that like the hark of the bells, sweet silver bells. Like
you know that song? I don't even know that song.
I ain't even gonna try to hum it or sing it. I don't know it either. So
you don't know that? That's like the most like I don't know.
I mean, I know it.
I do know one. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Os espero un año y felicidad. Hey. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Hey, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Girl, shit, don't get me started over here. I'll turn it up.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love Christmas music. I'm still holding out hope that I'm going to see Mariah. I'm praying.
You know what? Let me tell you what. I'll have to save up 2 years for that one.
No, you don't.
Mariah, I'm sorry. I keep getting her mixed up with Beyonce. What the hell? I don't understand.
Mariah and Beyonce. Okay.
Yes, Mariah. But I do. You know what, y'all? I told my mom.
What's she thinking over there?
I told my mom that next year I don't want to have Christmas here. I want to go to New York to the Macy's Day Parade. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
that
I
is
always
on my
to
bucket
do.
list.
That's something I always
you
really wanted to do. I love parades. I watch the parade like in the morning while I'm cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I bring my TV in the dining room where I do my stuff because I have to watch the parade. I'll be over there
early in the morning.
Kayla, look at SpongeBob.
Well, actually, Belle Biv DeVoe is going to be part of the parade tomorrow.
Are they really?
I can't wait. I hope they poison. I hope they hit that poison for the Christmas for the Thanksgiving parade. Yeah. I did want to say because we was talking about the plastic surgery and stuff with Meg. I did want to shout out a business. The business is called Universal Wellness and Aesthetics. It's a nurse practitioner led business offering IV hydration, wellness services, micro needling. They do fat loss shots. So if you're looking to get some stubborn fat out of your stomach or any areas, they can give you some fat dissolving shots. They do micro needling on the face for aging.
Look, and I'm looking at my stomach as you talk.
A little nip here, a little tuck here, you know. So definitely. They also offer they offer micro needling, they offer PRP, and that is for aging. And they also do some PRP that's for hair loss. So if you're dealing with hair loss, if you're dealing with aging, you're dealing with stomach fat. And they also have a service where they do vagina and penis rejuvenations. So if you feel like you need your genitals rejuvenated, if you feel like, you know, something ain't a little
like lifted up when he do the condom commercials.
Yeah.
Need a little tightening, you know. Some stuff be a little, you know, you got a little saggy, little, you know, you got to turn that frown upside down. So I'm gonna need y'all to hit up our friends at Universal Wellness and Aesthetics. They are located at 3094 West Market Street, Akron, Ohio. Actually Fairlawn, Ohio. Let's see. Yeah, United States. I'm thinking 44313. So in my area, Fairlawn. So if you need any kind of injections, and they are nurse practitioners. So these are people that are licensed to be doing this. So shout out to Universal Wellness and Aesthetics, and shout out to Siobhan, who is an owner in this business, and reached out to me to, you know, let you guys know that they're and they have some Black Friday deals going on too. They got, let's see, micro needling packages, they got rejuvenation packages, and they also do vitamin treatments. So like, say you need your B12. I am deficient in all my vitamins, so I can go in there and get a B12 IV. And also, if you had a hangover and you need some you know, you need to feel some wellness, you need some what is it called when they do the IV bags and they do a medicine and everything in you to make you feel better. Yes, the infusions. Thank you, Tiffany. So
I should know.
So yeah, so they got some hi-fi vaginal rejuvenations. Buy 2 sessions, get 1 free for $700. So if you want some vaginal rejuvenations this Black Friday, your girl need her vagina rejuvenated, fellas. You know that thing ain't thangin'. Then you go ahead and you send her over to our friends at Universal Wellness and Aesthetics.
Or you go get your cat snatched and you get your infusion.
So I'm trying to let's elaborate on the vagina snatcher route. Because
y'all, ain't nothing wrong with snatching that vagina. I would tell y'all my story, but you know,
because you tell me your story, but I'm just
this is
okay.
Listen,
Well, I wanted
I'm
to
gonna say this: ain't nothing wrong with getting that thing rejuvenated. You feel me?
It ain't.
So
It ain't. So listen.
they said some cats got 9 lives, round. You know, so you got.
I think that's dope.
Well, I I wanted to elaborate on the play that a couple
Please,
of our
yes, tell us
family
about the
members were
play.
in. So the play that I was in last Saturday was called Father Can You Hear Me Now? It was written and directed by our own cousin Lolita Quinn. Yay! When I sit here and tell you it was the utmost fabulous play that I have ever been in. I think that was probably my first time. And Tiffany Milliers, sang the beginning part of Father Can You Hear Me. Then Tim Williams, another guy that I sing with, he came in the middle part. So if anybody out there have ever saw the play, A Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the song Father Can You Hear Me was sung in it. That's the song that we sang. And then my mom came up behind and just shut it all down. I'm talking about blew it out the water, fireworks everywhere, boom, 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 all of it, to the point where we left her there. I said, I'm going. We left her there. So it was the cast members. One of them was a lady named Barbara Bolar. I'll tell you what the play was about. It was about mental health. It was about mental, physical, emotional, suicide, adult abuse, meaning the senior citizens getting abused in the nursing homes. It was about that. A lady had lost her son to suicide. And it was about rape. I'm sorry, rape was one of the ones. Um, you had sexual. Oh God, I'm about to lose my train of thought. Predators. I'm sorry, sexual predators assaulting kids, and all of that. We had a choir that we formed together with myself, my mom, Tim Williams, and a couple other ladies that was in it, and we had a lot of support from my church, our family members, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful. I hope she does it every year because it kind of really hit home.
I was going to ask you,
From
is it going to be annual or?
I hope a couple of people had it on Facebook. I have it on my Facebook page, my TikTok page is really on my TikTok page. Tiffany Millier 7. You can go and see it on there, and on my Facebook as well, Tiffany Milliers. But I'm gonna talk to Lolita, see if she's gonna be willing to do that every year, because we had a phenomenal turnout. I didn't realize all these people was gonna come out like this, but we did. And tickets was only $10. I know James said he was gonna come, but he just totally forgot, which is okay. It's okay,
But that's good though.
but
That'll be
it
good if
was
she does it
not
every year. Like, does she do other plays, or is that just kind of the only one that she does?
well, this was brought to you by Jerusalem Baptist Church in Akron, Ohio. And they also did a play called The Glory Train. My mom was in that as well. And Lolita was in it. Rhonda was in it. Rhonda Hodges was in it. And they didn't do that this year, which they could have did it, because that's like one of the most popular plays that they had ever did. That play was about everybody was going on this train to glory. Okay. So everybody getting on the train. I'm talking about all the sinners. This was all the sinners except for one. So all the sinners getting on there. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. And they was trying to make this one lady, I forget what her title was. And I think it was Miss Do Right. And she was in the front. They made Miss Do Right go all the way to the back, all the way to the back. And then when it was time, when they went to heaven, when it's time to go to heaven, Miss Do Right was the only one left on the train. So the devil, every time they made a stop, the devil was getting them off the train. The devil was getting them all off the train. They was like, "Why am I getting off the train?" But yeah, long story short, they did. That's like their second play.
Okay.
That's their second play. So hopefully, I could talk Lolita doing it next year again because I really enjoyed myself. That was my first time ever, you guys, singing a actual lead in it. My nerves were so bad. Woo, my nerves were so bad.
Well, let me tell
Mm-mm,
y'all what I heard. I heard about the play.
mm-mm.
I heard Tiffany blew it out the water. I heard you did so good. My mom came and she said it was so powerful. She said I could feel the room shifting. And she's somebody
What?
real spiritual, but she said it was amazing. She said you did so good. She said your voice is amazing. And she said she hopes to see y'all do, especially Lolita, do bigger things with this play. She
Yeah,
said it was really,
she
really
did a good
good.
job.
And what I said to her was, and why didn't you tell me about it?
Did anybody film it?
They filmed it, and that's what I'm saying. They filmed it because I did not hear myself sing. Like I was looking on people's pages to see if they recorded Oh my God, here go my mom. and I saw some people, filming it. I mean, recording it and everything, but I didn't see it on nobody's, Facebook page or whatnot. So um, so I honestly don't know. But the church filmed the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the church filmed the whole thing.
Diane said, Tiffany sang. You was up there
Maybe
singing,
there's a way to
girl.
get a copy of it from the church.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Lolita if there's a way because it was a very good play. It really was. And after I left there, I was just so relieved out of my mind because like I literally had an anxiety attack. Your mom had to come over there and like calm me down because I did not know what she was like. Oh my God, and me and her just talked and prayed and everything. I really love your mom. I can. That's family for you, man. Because the support when I sit here and tell you, and I had actually I'm gonna tell you this too. I got on TikTok and I basically was like in my feelings a night or so ago. And I told him, I said, hey, I'm really going through something and I know it's people out there because I'm really trying to build up my own blog, okay, of healthcare. So that's what I was really trying to do. So I have talked about my breast journey and all that. And so this here mental health is something else. It is something else. People out here committing suicide, all of it. So I got on
Right.
TikTok and started telling them what I was going through and everything and how I was going through it. Well, um I got like a little backslash from it, talking about that's your business, you shouldn't be out here, but it's my business. Yes, it is my business. And if I want to tell the world what I'm going through, it's folks out here. And see, this social media thing, it's big. Because see, back then, you ain't know what was going on with somebody in their houses because it was always you don't tell your business, which is still true. True story. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much out here now. And it's like, why? It's certain things I know not to say. It's certain things I know not to say. It's certain things I know not to do. I'm, 40 something years old. But I really just felt that folks needed to hear it. And if they had a comment like, hey, I'm going through the same thing, this, and the third. Because, Kat, I never knew you be having anxiety attacks.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's something that me and you have
Why?
bonded over
Because,
lately.
yeah, because.
Nobody talks about it. That's not something I really talk about unless I'm, talking to my friends and stuff. But I will say that about TikTok. TikTok is somewhere that you could find a community of people and you can find
Yeah.
resources and things because I found some different things that I could do to help with my anxiety because I have anxiety really bad about just everyday life, but I have anxiety around doing tasks and feeling like I got so much to do. I got to do XYZ and I don't want to do nothing. I get overwhelmed. Right. And so, I went on TikTok and I found some different people that were making videos about, hey, when you're getting overwhelmed, this is how you do. You start off with this and then you give yourself a break and then you do this or you figure out what's the most important thing to get done that day. Everything don't have to get done that day. Break it down. So, I'm thankful to those people on TikTok that opened up because that helped me.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't understand. They don't even know, man. They don't even know. I get overwhelmed with bad news. I get overwhelmed with negative things, negative energy, and all of that. I get overwhelmed with that, and I just try to keep that out of out of my life. I don't want to hear shit.
Right.
I don't want to know nothing somebody else got going on, who's doing who and with. I don't care. Like, I have been doing so good. Today, I think, was probably one of the good days I can actually come in my house and sit and cook and make something to eat. I'm still like in the stages of trying to eat right, and build the inside of me up. And the fact that I found out what was going on, I just gotta, call the doctor and we gotta get that together. But other than that, man, I'm just actually relieved. It's not nothing, serious.
Well, I'm
But
glad you're on the road to feeling better. Definitely.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And,
Cause see,
and
me. Go ahead,
and that's
Jay.
a message to the people who are watching too. Like, if make sure that you are going to your doctor and checking up on yourself, and following up on things. Especially if you're dealing with anxiety and depression. It's
That's some serious stuff. I go through that. Definitely.
Yeah.
I deal with anxiety and I deal with depression a lot. I deal with seasonal depression too. So as the days get shorter, it's getting darker earlier. And I feel like, and I have anxiety. I'll be real with y'all. I have anxiety about driving, like in the snow and the rain. So me knowing that the weather is about to get bad, I have to get comfortable with, okay, I'm not gonna be going nowhere. I'm gonna be in the house, and that makes me anxious because I'm like, I'm stuck in these four walls. I haven't went nowhere, and so it's just like that leads you to depression. So it's like that's something I've really been, dealing with, and I'm trying to talk to different people and be a resource for people because it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to share with people and do whatever you can to try to, come out of
it.
It
is okay to not be okay.
Absolutely. So
you just really have to have that support, because I always get told you're not a bad person, Tiffany. You do good things and this, and that, and the third. And it's like, yeah, I know. I was like, don't want to down myself. I know I'm not a bad person. I know that. But as women, we go through things, and we are sensitive creatures, and men don't know that. Men go through menopause. Men go through breast cancer. Men go through other health things. They just don't know it. And they have their pride, and I get that. But you gotta have that. If it's your mom, if it's your kids, if it's your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, you gotta have that support, and you gotta have to stick with it. Stop holding stuff in. You know what I'm saying? If my girls would say, what's going on, one of my girls, I didn't even know was going through anything. Why? Because we don't even have talk. I look at that phone and I be like, I don't feel like talking to nobody. And what I'm saying?
I do that too. And people need to be okay with people doing that too. People need to be okay with somebody saying, or somebody, I'm the type of person that a lot of me and my friends, we're busy. We got relationships going on. We got kids. We got school, work, extracurriculars.
All my friends, we're super busy. Right.
And people would get mad, and you haven't called me, and you ain't, I ain't talked to you in this long, and you can't do this and you can't do that for me. Listen, right now I'm taking care of myself. What they tell you on an airplane when it's going down, you got to put the oxygen on yourself first. Sometimes you got to take care of yourself, and you can't like, I feel like I always give people pieces of me. I get them a piece here, a piece there, and then I look and I'm full of holes. I'm incomplete. So, I definitely think it's a season of self-care. I think it's a season of, putting ourselves first, especially with what we got going on. We have a lot of passions. We got a lot of projects going on. We have a lot of growth going on. So like the theme of the week has been what the status I made. I said, where I'm going, everybody can't come.
Everybody can't come.
Absolutely.
So we're letting go of everything bad right now. We're accepting everything good. Right now it's a season, and I claim that both of my sisters, shout out to Katia Hill, shout out to Minister Carisha Hill. They both prayed for me the last 2 weeks when I was upset, and I was telling y'all I was having anxiety attacks, and I didn't even know if I was gonna make it on the Atlanta trip because I was having anxiety so bad. My sisters prayed for me. They both prayed for me.
Even that day? Even that day. So how did you do on the way down there?
I looked on the weather and it said rain. And I told you I don't like driving in the rain, and I don't even like being in a car in the rain. So my heart got the beating. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be in this car for 10 hours and it's gonna be raining.
That's what my issue. What my
for me
issue?
to be feeling like I'm scared or I'm unsafe or I'm stuck. I'm claustrophobic. I'm just stuck in a
That
situation.
was
So
my
that whole
issue.
day I was like, oh my God.
I just couldn't. And that was at my worst of my worst peaks right there, because I literally was about to pay for that $181 plane ticket. I'm telling you what I know. I had my shit packed at the door. Mine's and KJ's. He ready to go over grandma's house, all of it. And I'm sitting here dressed and I'm like, man, what is going on? Because even when James was like, well, you can just drive down there with us and just catch the flight back, it was like, okay, because I'll be, all the way asleep. And I'm just like, all right, man. I just kept thinking about it. And I said to myself, I should have got that ticket when it was $63. And I just kept every single day getting on. James was like, Tiffany, if you was born, you would have got the ticket by now, wait until the last minute. And I was going to tell my mom, like, well, you think you can just help me pay for the ticket? And I just, but I was going to pay for the whole ticket. I was like, forget it. Because I wanted to go. But because the week before when I went to Detroit, I did not want to go. I did not want to go. That is not like me, because I'm ready to get up and go travel anytime of the day. Period. And I tell y'all what, when I got in that car and Cam there, I'm thinking he going to drive. Well, I kind of figured that you got it, Mom. I'm like, how you figure that I got it?
Right.
I was so mad. I can't find my license.
I ain't saying he right, but I ain't saying he wrong, because I sure made James drive the whole way to Atlanta back and forth.
I ain't care.
But he will say that I'm a good passenger, because I be woke. I be having snacks. I be making sure the tools right. We got everything set up, because I be scared.
Good. Yeah, we was good. But
I could not.
I was gonna say let's take this offline, because we already at 20 minutes to 10, so we didn't want to go as late.
We got up at 10 o'clock last week, and we got up at 10 o'clock the week before, and the week before, and the week before.
Tiffany, let's curb it so that we can end the podcast. I need to make mention. I wanted to make mention of 4-time Grammy nominated Billboard chart topping singer, songwriter, and producer Raheem Devine. He released a new album titled Fall in Love. It seemed like he got a new album coming out every 2-3 months, but he just put a new album out, and I said I was going to mention this album because it actually is really good. I had it downloaded. It's out already, so it's on all streaming platforms. Titled Fall in Love. It's a follow-up to his last album, which was out earlier this year, Summer of Love. So you guys get an opportunity, and everybody that's watching, if you get an opportunity, check it out. Really, really, really good album. All of his albums are really, really, really good.
We'll definitely check it out for sure. I need some new music.
Listen,
I'm going to check it out.
I think that this was great. I think that we had a good show, and Diddy gonna keep us working.
Diddy gonna give us something to talk about for a long time, I feel.
And listen, we are gonna do some. We are gonna start doing some impromptu lives. Where it's not necessarily scheduled, and we just pop up on live, or maybe we'll quick schedule something and tell you we're gonna be on, and you guys can come and check us out, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Lawsuit with Jamie Foxx, sexual assault.
He might be next.
I heard about that today. I said, "Wow."
Are we looking at a Me Too with the black men? Are we looking at a Me Too of the black celebrities now? This is something we're gonna have to keep an eye on.
Listen,
my goodness,
it's a lot going on right now, so we're gonna be working. But listen, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys who are watching, but I definitely appreciate the ladies here. Y'all are keeping us going. Listen. Cat was posted left and right. I'm like, damn, like what's Cat was on this.
I said, oh my God.
Listen, if y'all see that reel,
Tiffany needs to make us some reels because this girl got 300K views on one of her reels I looked at. So shout out to Tiff. She doing her thing on Instagram. Follow her, Tiff. What's your handle?
My handle, all platforms. Tiffany Milline, except for Instagram and TikTok is Tiffany Milline 7.
Cool, so there we go.
So shout out to Tiff. Everybody follow Tiff, James.
Yep, follow me on Instagram, Authentically James, or you can pull up my link tree, linktr.ee/the J spot. It's the J spot. So you can pull up my link tree.
J spot.
We also have a new link tree for Transcending the Culture. It is linktr.ee/Transcending TC. So just like all of our social media, Transcending TC, you can pull us up on Linktree and you can get all of our links, all of our social media, and different stuff that we'll have for Transcending the Culture. So I think that's it for us.
I would like to shout out my socials, James. I would like.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you did it first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. So you guys, as always, can follow me.
On all platforms.
On all platforms, Cat Queen. So that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I gotta get my Twitter together because I ain't tweeting nobody but T-Mobile. Mad. Girl, they done told me I won $1,000 and gonna say it was a glitch and offer me a $30 credit. That's another story for another day. I might have to share that story time on my TikTok. But follow me, Cat Queen, on all platforms. And I'm gonna be having some exciting news coming up. My own show will be dropping December 4th. So look out for that. And then I also have something in the works where you guys can come see me live. So check out that coming soon. Once I get all the details, I would definitely share it with all our Transcenders.
I think that's dope. Listen, I'm so proud of you because like
I know, look, and
you've been running with it, and your new show is coming. That's all I'm saying. But I've listened.
You got that degree. You using that degree. I know that's right.
Journalism degree, baby. They said, "What you gonna do with a communications degree?" I said, "Talk."
Yes.
I think it's beautiful. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Tiff.
Yes.
Tiff is making moves too, just in terms of finding what she really wants to do and what she want to work on and whatnot.
And she does so good with her reels, man. You got to get me together too, because I don't even be doing all my reels like that. So
I've still been trying to figure stuff out, and I think you got to have multiple phones. I don't know. But
we gonna be working on some things to make our platforms run more smoothly. So we gonna definitely talk about that after the show.
We got the biggest part together.
Right. But I want to give a shout out also to the man that made this all possible, James. Thank you so much for bringing us on. We're having a great time. Doors are opening for both of us, for all of us. And I'm learning a lot. You definitely, taught me a lot, and you're doing a lot for us. And I just want to say thank you.
No,
and I got something in the works with. I'll be working with James as well every Saturday. I'm hoping so.
So I'm excited.
Stay tuned.
I think we are doing some amazing things, and it's gonna keep coming. It's definitely gonna keep coming. It's all gonna keep coming. So I will. We will announce next week's guests tomorrow. We'll start getting those flyers out so that you guys can start following them and definitely keep up with what we got going on. And we may have some special stuff coming, on the YouTube channel between now and next Wednesday. So keep checking us out. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hopefully you guys sit down, take some time.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Put this podcast up on the big TV and let everybody see it. Let
everybody watch it.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe, comment. Whatever you guys can do to really, really support us, because we need your help. We need your support. and we appreciate you guys checking us out, week by week. This was episode 16, so like we are moving and grooving, moving and shaking, and we'll be back next week. We got a guest for you guys next week, and then we'll be tapping into December after that. So listen, love to everybody. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Any final words for you ladies?
Nope.
Nope. Don't eat too much. Don't get drunk too much. I will be putting my lift light on. And tips are appreciated.
I can't stand tips.
Oh,
all right, y'all. We are out of here. Y'all have a good night and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And we'll see you guys probably sooner than you think.
Yep.